What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. Do me a favor, hit that like button, and if you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. YouTube will let you know anytime I post. So we've got a wild story today, right? It's not a nice one. It's a pretty gruesome one. And before we get into that, I'd like to let all of you know that I dropped some new hoodies and t-shirts, and last time it was just hoodies, but I know they're really expensive. A lot of people don't want to pay $40, $50 for a hoodie. So now there's t-shirts. I think they're like $25, long sleeve, short sleeve. There's sweaters, there's hoodies, there's a lot of different color variety. This time we put SouthernLogic on the front and True Crime Junkie on the back in our thumbnail font. They're nice looking shirts. Feel free to check them out. I'll put the link down in the description. Also, if you do want to donate, I realize that I don't need it, but if you do want to donate to me, I'll put my PayPal and Cashapp in the description also. And this channel, it does allow for donations, super thanks, super chats, things like that. So if you just feel the need to do it or feel the desire to help out, you can donate. I don't need anything. Anything you donate is just going to go for me to try to make this channel better. Maybe buy a new PC or something at some point. But I really do appreciate it. The links will be in the description for the merch and the Cash App and PayPal. Let's jump into it. So if you haven't heard about Tyre Nichols yet, let me explain this to you. He was a guy who was under arrest. We don't need to know why. We don't need none of that. Just hear me out. I'll explain why. He was a guy who was under arrest, subdued, with 6 officers, all bigger than him, holding him down with a taser, with a baton, kicking him and punching him, and then chasing him, and then beating him, and then standing over him while he lay there dying, laughing at him, taunting him about how he ain't gonna go nowhere now. He wasn't trying to run. In the body cam footage that was released, he wasn't trying to get away. They were screaming, they were barking the whole time, they were super aggressive. He was not resisting that much. He probably wasn't doing what they were asking him, but I mean, it's confusing in that situation. He was trying to make sure he didn't get killed, and look what happened. Look what happened. Everybody wants to make fun of that and act like that's some big thing until it really happens. Then what do you have to say about it? He didn't want them to kill him. They ended up killing him. Yeah, he should have just did exactly what they said. But it's an intense situation. It's an aggressive situation. The police are not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man these days, are they? I want to know what everybody has to say here. Because, see, for me, this needs no context. With that body cam footage of what they did to Tyre Nichols, that doesn't need any context. It doesn't matter. None of the rest of what happened before, what he was charged for, what he did to him at any point, none of that matters because we saw him under control. He resisted a little bit. It was like 5, 6 of them. At another time, there was more than that. So there was no reason for what they did. What they did was gang violence. That's what that looks like. That's what happens when you're in the hood and you're walking down through there and you're all happy with your red bandana and some people with a blue bandana see you and it's 6 of them and they jump out and they back the blue. They beat you down. That's what that was. Dude just happened to be on the wrong team. I don't give a damn what his position was. It don't matter if he just murdered 4 people in a house. They had him under control, subdued, and they just beat the shit out of him until he died. That's okay with people? Is that okay with people? That's insane. But that's what we deal with. This ain't your friendly neighborhood police no more. Andy Griffith ain't working at the damn sheriff's department these days. It's road pirates. That's all they are. They're out to get you. When you see a cop sitting down the road from your house, do you feel safer? Do you? Because you should. You should, because they're there to serve and protect you. If they're right there, it's like, oh yeah, I'm good. I got cops outside. They're making sure everything's good. But are they? Or are they watching you, looking for something that they could charge you with? See, there's a difference when the police or making sure that everything's going good and according to schedule. It's a whole nother situation when they're targeting people and they're going after people and then they go this far with it. Now, who knows what dude did? It doesn't matter. They had him subdued. They had him, he was under arrest. They represented the government. They represented the city or county that they worked for. That badge gives them like unlimited power. They can do that to you, but if you hit them, that's another charge. You can't even protect yourself. That's what their badge gives them the authority of. They're peace officers. They're here to keep the peace. Well, when you have somebody subdued, all you got to do is pick them up, put them in the car. It's 6 of you. You got all kinds of tools to do this with. What's the excuse? Where's it at? Like what? Why? Well, how did this need that? We hear you. And after you do it, you're standing over them and you're laughing about it. You're making jokes. You ain't going nowhere now. Well, guess what, buddy? Neither are you. You going exactly where he was about to go. If he was even guilty of anything. Which, hey, I'm not saying people are innocent. I don't know what the man did. I don't know the backstory. I don't need to know the backstory for this one. I can't even show you the video. If I put the video in this, YouTube would age restrict it. You would have to be signed into an account to even be able to watch it. I do suggest, though, I suggest you go watch it. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, go watch it. This is gang behavior. Pure and simple gang behavior. That's the shit. Look, I support police officers when they do the right thing. But it gets harder and harder to support any police officers, even the good ones, when they let the bad ones stay. They let the bad ones do stuff like this. Somebody in that department, not just the officers that did it, but others in that department know the personality of those officers. They know that those other officers act that way, feel that way, have that same mindset toward American citizens. These are toward their neighbors. But they have this position, this big, oh, I got a big head, I got authority, I got this, I can do that. That's a problem. You're here to keep the peace. You're held to a higher standard than the rest of us. You don't get to just break the laws to enforce the laws. That's not how things work. You don't get to assault somebody who you already have subdued. You don't get to kill people and you be the judge, jury, and executioner. You know, I hate this stuff because I was a military police officer. And it was nothing. Like, I don't refer to it much because as a military police officer, all I ever did was write some tickets, do patrol, and do a lot of classes, right? That's it. I didn't go out and knock doors down because that's just wasn't my job. So I don't refer to it much, but still, I was. I'm ex-Army, military police. It hurts to see people take advantage of the authority. See, when I was a military police officer, I felt like under pressure. Like when I would have to write somebody a ticket, I didn't think of, oh yeah, I'm taking money out of your pocket. I was thinking, damn, I'm taking money out of their pocket. Like I've got to write this ticket because they were excessively speeding. But at the same time, like I don't want to have to go hand this guy this ticket, you know? Like I know this is ruining his day and you got discretion. But it feels like these days that discretion is passed on to where the people who don't need it get the benefits. And the people who need it most, well, they get the worst end of the stick. What do you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more. Hit that notification bell so you get notified anytime I post. Have a great day. We'll see you later.